Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for supporting us. And we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they happen. But if you are new to our channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. My brothers and my sisters, the world powers and leaders have asked the French President Emmanuel Macron not to supply Nigeria with a weapon that they are begging for. They should not supply. They told the French president that Nigeria has a very poor human rights record, and the weapon that they are seeking for will be used for the wrong purpose. They have been deceiving everyone that they need weapons to fight the insurgency caused by Boko Haram terrorists. Instead, they moved those weapons to Biafran land to kill and maim Biafrans. And the world leaders and powers have told the French president that if they give Nigerian weapons, they will use it for ethnic cleansing. The late Buhari's impostor, Yusuf Abubakar Umar, his meeting with the French president, Emmanuel Macron, was aimed at seeking for French help to supply Nigeria with weapons. But the Buhari impostor lied that the weapons will be used to fight insecurity, bedeviling the Lake Chad Basin area and the entire stretch of the Sahel. That was the lie they told the French president. The French government refused their request to supply Nigeria with weapons so as not to offend their international allies. The French government only agreed to provide the same support as the British government is currently providing, which is helping the Nigerian military to train them in order to build its combat capacity so as to tackle insurgency in the northern Nigeria by Boko Haram, and not weapon that will be, deviated and used against IPOB and Eastern Security Network operatives and Biafrans. According to the British government, through their High Commissioner to Nigeria, Mrs. Katrina Ling, she said that, according to her, she said that the world spotlight is on Nigeria. That's what she said. And that is what her government have told her to tell the Nigerian government, that the British and the American and other world powers, their spotlight is on Nigeria. The British High Commissioner also said that the British military has been in Nigeria for several years, and currently they only offer training to the Nigerian military on how to counter Boko Haram insurgency in the northern part of Nigeria, and not against freedom fighters like IPOB and Eastern Security Network. Also, the American government warned that ISIS and Al-Shabaab recruits are currently in Nigeria. They were recruited by Nigerian government, who traveled to Somalia to recruit those terrorists, and they brought them into Biafran land. This is exactly what the French government promised Nigeria. They promised to train Nigerian military so as to be able to defeat Boko Haram. But the Nigerian government is not interested to defeat Boko Haram because they created Boko Haram themselves. But the Fulani Nigerian government, they have a top piece, someone that Buhari talks through his mouth, Garba Shehu, who is the de facto president of the Nigerian government presidency. According to Garba Shehu, he twisted what the French government promised by claiming that the French government have pledged to support Nigeria in everything. He stretched out that word, everything, to overcome security threats. Instead of Garba Shehu to tell the truth that the French government were only going to provide training as the British government is currently doing with the Nigerian military on how to combat Boko Haram only and not Eastern Security Network, IPOB or Biafrans. The Nigerian government spokesperson, Garba Shehu, issued that blanket statement to create fear in Biafra land. That's the intention, to create fear, so that Biafrans would think that the French government were going to supply Nigerian Janjaweed with weapons, with which they will use to destroy and overrun Biafra land. The Nigerian Fulani government also made that statement to cover their unfruitful meeting. The meeting was unfruitful because what they went there for, what they wanted, was weapon. But the French government said, we cannot give you weapon, but we can train your military to combat Boko Haram, which the Fulani government does not need, and they don't want it. Because even those Nigerian military personnel that have been trained by the British military are no match to Eastern Security Network operative. They saw it. They saw it in Olu. They saw it in Ebonyi. Everywhere they had encounter with Eastern Security Network, they saw it. That the British trained military officers were no match to the Eastern Security Network operatives. So they don't want training, they want weapon. Now they are stranded. The Nigerian government tactfully used the word everything, which can also mean nothing, to be on the safe side in case the French government come after them and say, why are you lying that we supplied you with weapons? We didn't supply you anything. Then the Nigerian government will say, oh, sorry, we didn't say that. We only said everything. They think they are wise. They are playing a mind game. Instead of them to call for referendum, they are busy beating about the bush, militarizing everywhere in Biafra land, trying to intimidate Biafrans. Instead of calling for referendum, they will get tired. In fact, they will get tired. All this, their game is up. Even the Nigerian Police Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, launched Operation Restore Peace in Enugu and Iguacha in Rivers State, and also in Akwa Ibom, all in Biafra land. They did this launching with those Al-Shabaab terrorists that the Nigerian Fulani government went to Somalia to recruit. They brought them in. And now they are wearing them police and military uniforms. The Nigerian government brought those terrorists, to confront IPOB and Eastern Security Network. The Nigerian government thought that the French would supply them with weapons, so that they will now give it to their newly recruited ISIS and Al-Shabaab terrorist members in Nigerian military and police uniforms. But they were highly disappointed. In order to cover their shame, they now gave those blanket press statements that the French government promised to support Nigeria in everything, instead of them to say the truth. They were highly disappointed. And they now said, well, we'll make do with the weapons that we bought from the Chinese. And those ones are failing them. It is failing them. They have seen it in the battlefield. It is failing them. It is failing them against Eastern Security Network, which they are no match to. It is failing them. The British and the French government had advised the Nigerian government that the problem that they are facing with Biafrans cannot be solved by military operations, but by rebuilding trust with Biafrans and having a good offer, like allowing Biafrans to have a referendum. That's what they are telling them. The British is telling them, the French is telling them, the Americans are telling them that they should allow Biafra to have a referendum. But they are being stubborn. They are very stubborn. My brothers and my sisters, the Janjaweed Fulani Nigerian government are like a stubborn fly, and they must follow the dead Nigeria to the grave, because Biafra is free and the freedom is knocking at the door. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for supporting us, and please watch out for the next, and bye bye for now.